With the discontinuation of the Gravity Falls box set recently announced, and also looming really near at the time of me recording this video, I think it's also important to make aware that there's been a lesser known piece of Gravity Falls merchandise that's also been very quietly and very likely discontinued, and it may be a sign of what the future has to hold in terms of Gravity Falls books. This is a copy of Gravity Falls' Don't Color This Book, It's Cursed. Released on the 18th of July, 2017, and written and illustrated by Emi Ceciriega and Stephanie Ramirez, this was the official Gravity Falls coloring book. Within its 64 pages lay all sorts of fun and creative illustrations that fans could color in. The book was also interesting for including what's basically a mini story within it. The premise is basically that Dipper finds the book while he was in the cemetery and brought it home. When he opened it, he was captured by some ink sort of things coming out of it and got sucked in. He was then stuck in the book for the rest of the day until Mabel found it and began coloring within it. It's then that we're introduced to the book's main character and ultimately later antagonist of the story. A character by the name of Camillus Pendragon, or whatever his name is, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that correctly. He basically lets the twins know that in order for Dipper to be freed, Mabel must color in the book. In exchange, he'll show them a new color. However, as the twins learn while filling in the book, Camillus is actually wanting to steal the world's color, so in order to defeat him, they randomize the drawings within the book and use crazy color combinations to drive him insane. It works, and Dipper is set free. Now, the book itself on its own is not anything major, and most fans probably won't even care for it, or maybe even don't even know that the book exists. However, we did learn some interesting character revelations. For example, we learned that Mabel's favorite color is purple, and that she has various ships that she's in favor of, including a certain fan favorite ship that you might be able to see here on the corner. Believe me, when this book came out in 2017, everyone was going insane about this one page. It was amazing. There's also some classic Gravity Falls humor like Dipper and his hygiene issues, Camillus having an obsession with Soos, and also just wholesome Gravity Falls fun content inside everywhere. It's just a really lovely book from the start to finish, with beautiful illustrations done by Emi and Stephanie. It's also an interesting fact, this one drawing here of Grunkle Stan holding a bunch of money like a baby was actually created by Stephanie by using Emi and Neil Ceciriega's dad by making him pose for this photo. It's a rather interesting story, and I discuss it more in my 20 obscure facts about Gravity Falls video. And to top it all off, at the end of the book, there's this QR code that when scanned, takes you to a Disney XD page where you can listen to an exclusive podcast made by Soos, called Sooscast. It's a 4-minute podcast in which Soos interviews Stan and asks him questions. It can also be classified as Alex Hirsch talking to himself for 4 minutes inside a recording booth.
Podcast! It's when people record their voices for entertainment. Like the radio? No way! Nobody listens to the radio anymore. That's like TV with no pictures. No, this is way different. Podcasts are like audiobooks about people who don't want to get jobs. Why did I get myself into this?
Sadly, the code only worked if you're in the United States, so cut to me in 2017 being greatly disappointed when I scanned the QR code and nothing happens. It also no longer works period anymore due to a change in 2018 that merged the Disney XD website into Disney Now, if I remember correctly. So now if you scan the code, it only takes you to the homepage of Disney Now. Luckily, the Gravity Falls fandom saved Sooscast and is still available to be heard if you know where to look. And for the rest of us Gravity Falls fans who live outside of Burgerland, it's also a blessing there too. So why am I telling you all this? Well, it's because it seems that this book has been discontinued. A while back, I began noticing that the book was no longer available for sale in Canada via bookstore chain Indigo, which has been my go-to source for buying Gravity Falls books for years now. So I checked Barnes & Noble, given they naturally would have more available being in the United States, of course. But again, they were out too. And checking Amazon was the same story. Both on Amazon.com and .ca, if you look for the book nowadays, you'll only find third-party sellers selling the book for crazy high prices if any are even still available. Finally, I also checked Disney Publishing's own website, and well, look at what happens when you search the book via its original link on the site. Nothing. Not even when you look up the book's name, or look up Gravity Falls books in general on the site do you see the book listed. Now, I'm not an expert, but If the book was just out of print for a while, as oftentimes is the case, why remove it? And why only it? I mean, there's other Gravity Falls books that are listed there as still being available, like less interesting GF books like the black and white copies of the chapter books retelling episodes that are still in print, for example. But yet, this coloring book isn't. I mean, I'll be honest, it was never a super popular book to begin with. It's not Journal 3 or Lost Legends level popular. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you are probably even hearing about this book for the first time from this video. But yet, it seems to have already been discontinued after not even a full 5 years. I mean, Journal 3 has been out since 2016 and it's still being printed. So, that's just insane that it's already out of print. I reached out to both Emmy and Stephanie for comment, but neither got back to me. And that was the same case for anyone else I asked who worked on the book back in the day. I mean, what are the odds of asking Alex Hirsch that? I mean, he was an editor, he approved the book, but even he probably doesn't know. So, yeah, I can't get a concrete answer on what the fate of this book is. But I think it's safe to say that Don't Color This Book, It's Cursed has been discontinued. So finally, I checked eBay because you all know what happens to Gravity Falls books that are discontinued. Surprisingly, it seems that eBay has not yet realized that this book is discontinued, given the only copy that I was able to see available at the time of me recording this book was selling for a pretty alright price. I mean, it's selling for way more than it's worth to begin with. I mean, I bought 2 copies in 2017 for far less than this one book is selling for, but still, it's quite a reasonable price even still for a discontinued Gravity Falls book, and believe me, I've seen some copies already selling for a bit more, so the fact that this book was selling for only 40 Canadian is quite amazing, to be honest. This has me wondering, of course, what the future for Gravity Falls books hold in general. I mean, is it possible that more in the future may be discontinued? I'm pretty sure that major books like Journal 3 or Lost Legends will likely not be, but lesser known and popular books like Time Pirate's Treasure could be on the chopping block next. I mean, the coloring book was only 5 years old, and it had a shorter lifespan than some actual long-running Gravity Falls books like the guidebook, which has been out since 2014 and is still available to buy. And I mean, let's be honest, even though Gravity Falls is still really relevant and popular, it is on the back burner now in terms of relevancy to an extent. So I'm pretty sure new people out there are not actively going out and buying Gravity Falls books. Probably Disney is starting to remove lesser profitable books, and perhaps the coloring book was one of them. That's my best guess as to what's going on. But what does that mean if you want this book? Well, luckily the book isn't yet super expensive on eBay, but it is getting rare now, because I remember at one time seeing many copies available to buy on eBay, and at the time of me recording this, as I mentioned, I can only see 1 copy available. So yeah, if you want this book, then you're gonna have to do some waiting and digging, but eBay is right now probably the best place to get it because it's still not gotten super expensive. It's gotten a lot more pricey than what it was originally sold for, but it's not yet Journal 3 Special Edition level expensive, which, I mean, I doubt this book would ever reach Journal 3 Special Edition level expensive, but you get what I'm talking about there. So if you're wanting this book, just do that right now. Go on eBay and try and see if you can find one, or look on Amazon, and be quick, because you just know that as soon as those scalpers find out that this book has been discontinued, they're gonna mark up the price by like 400%. Or actually, that's not generous level, maybe like 600 or 800%. Oh my god. But yeah, like I said, although this book is not the most popular Gravity Falls book or the most notable, it is sad that this fun little book has been discontinued already. I'm glad I own 2 copies myself, however, one for coloring and one that I keep in mint condition for my own self. I still remember when I bought it back in the summer of 2017, and it was a lot of fun. It made what was a pretty interesting summer, my first summer as a Gravity Falls fan, a lot more fun. And it helped in getting that hype built up again, given this is just after the announcement at D23 when Alex Hirsch revealed that Gravity Falls would be getting a graphic novel, and people were going nuts about like, oh my god, what's the future holding for Gravity Falls? Like, this is probably the most optimistic time to be a Gravity Falls fan, honestly. Like, the summer of 2017 was amazing for that stuff. And this is also the year the Journal 3 Special Edition came out as well, so a lot of crazy things going on in Gravity Falls fandom at the time. So it's a little momentum and relic of that exciting period in Gravity Falls fan time, so for me it's a special book. But yeah, with that said, rest in peace Gravity Falls. Don't color this book, it's cursed. You may not have been the most popular or incredible Gravity Falls book, but you were great nonetheless, and to me, you will always be one of the best. So if you own this book, cherish it well, because we are now the owners of a never to again be made Gravity Falls book. I mean, it may not be Journal 3 Special Edition, but hey, not every fan has this book either, so there's still some bragging rights there, hey? But with that said, that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this quick video, and thanks for watching. Bye.
We still recording? Alright, before we go, I want to plug the Mystery Shack. Buy my stuff! Okay, bye.